Hi, today we are discussing regarding cherry red spot. So let's start. What are these cherry red spot? It is a finding. It is a finding that is seen at the center of macula of the eye. So this is the first point that you have to keep in mind. And which all conditions it is seen? It is mainly seen in lipid storage disorders and in central retinal artery occlusion. So these two conditions are the main conditions where we are seeing the cherry red spot. Now coming to the definition part. In definition part, you have to keep in mind three important points. One is the retina. The retina in the foveal region is thin. That is thin retina in the foveal region. And through that thin retina, we are able to see the vascular choroid shining. So, first 2 points I will repeat once again. The retina in the foveal region is thin. And through the thin retina, we can see the underlying vascular choroid. So, this vascular choroid is seen as a cherry spot. And one more point you have to keep in mind, that is in contrast, the surrounding retina is pale. So three important points. The surrounding retina is pale and the center, the fovea, that region is having thin retina, and through that thin retina we are able to see the underlying vascular choroid shining. So this is the definition part of our cherry red spot. So let's talk about some historical significance of this. It is first described by Warren Tay, and he is one of the founding member of British Ophthalmological Society, and he first observed this condition in a patient who was having Tay-Sachs disease. Now let's discuss regarding different conditions. First, we will talk about the lipid storage diseases. What is happening in this condition? In this condition, there will be accumulation of storage material within the cell layers of retina. And what is happening in the macular region? The macular region, it is relatively devoid of cellular layers. So there will not be any accumulation taking place in the macula. So we can see here, we can see the surrounding retina, there will be accumulation of different storage material, and the macular region that is not having any accumulation because it is devoid of cellular layers. So we can see through the macula and we can see the underlying choroid shining. So this is the mechanism in lipid storage diseases. Now let us go on to the next condition. The next very important condition is central retinal artery occlusion. What is happening in this condition? As we all know, the surrounding retina is pale. The surrounding retina is supplied by the central retinal artery. Here the central retinal artery occlusion is taking place. So the surrounding retina is pale and it is due to the central retinal artery infarction. But the main thing that you have to notice here is the macula. The macula receives its blood supply from the underlying choroid and it is supplied by the long and short posterior ciliary arteries. So in the central retinal artery occlusion, the macula will not be affected. The macula will not be affected. So in the macular region, because it is getting the blood supply from the underlying choroid, we can see through it and we can see the vascular choroid shining underlying it. So these are the two main things that you have to keep in mind. Coming to the next slide. What are the causes? What are the causes for cherry red spots? For knowing these causes, there is a mnemonic. Cherry trees never grow tall in sand, mud and grime. Cherry trees never grow tall in sand, mud and grime. For cherry, you have to think about the cherry central retinal artery occlusion, and for tree is trauma, and that is blunt trauma, and for N, Niemann-Pick's disease, G for GM1 ganglioside, T for Tay-Sachs disease, and S for Sandhoff's disease, and M for metachromatic leukodystrophy, G for Gaucher's disease. And here, this Tay-Sachs disease and Sandhoff disease, these are GM2 gangliosides. So these are the things that you have to keep in mind. Once again, I will repeat the causes for cherry red spot. It is very, very important that you have to know. I have already mentioned regarding the two main causes for cherry red spot. They are, one I told, what is that? Central retinal artery occlusion. The second one I told is lipid storage disorders. So here, these Niemann-Pick's disease, GM1 ganglioside, Tay-Sachs disease, and those diseases, these are all lipid storage diseases, and central retinal artery occlusion is the first cause. So for knowing all these disease names, you can keep in mind this mnemonic. Cherry trees never grow tall in sand, mud, and grime. So let's revise it once again. What are cherry red spots? It is a finding in the center of macula. It is mainly due to lipid storage disorders and central retinal artery occlusion. Coming to the definition, three important points you have to keep in mind. The retina in the foveal region is thin, and through that thin retina you can see the vascular choroid shining, and the surrounding retina is pale. Next slide. It is founded, like it is first described by Warren-Tay. He's one of the founding member of British Ophthalmological Society, and he found this sign first in the Tay-Sachs disease patient. Now coming to the two important causes. One is lipid storage diseases. And this lipid storage disease, there will be accumulation of the storage material happening in the cell layers of retina, and the macular region, it is devoid of any cellular layer, so there will not be any accumulation, so we can see through that part the underlying choroid is shining. In the central retinal artery occlusion, there is difference in blood supply of macula and the surrounding retina. The macula is supplied by long and short posterior ciliary artery of choroid, and the pale surrounding retina is supplied by the central retinal artery. So in the central retinal artery occlusion, we can see through the macula because it is getting the blood supply from the choroid. We can see that. Now the important part we have to know regarding different causes for cherry red spots. I already mentioned the mnemonic for that you have to keep in mind. Cherry trees never grow tall in sand, mud and grime. Central retinal artery occlusion, trauma, which is blunt trauma, Niemann-Pick's disease, GM1 ganglioside, GM Tay-Sachs disease and Sandhoff. This is GM2 ganglioside, metachromic lymphodystrophy and Gaucher's disease. So thank you all. Have a nice day.